How do I make antibodies more fun? Like, do I put them in little Spartan 360 warrior uniforms? Little swords? I'm gonna try and make the immune system as fun and entertaining as possible. So the immune system, everyone has one, but most people don't really have a good working knowledge of exactly what's going on. It's your body's defense mechanism. It's your body's bouncers. It's your body's, what is it? It's the body's army. It's the body's Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines all rolled into one, actually. It's actually pretty amazing. The immune system is basically there to protect us from anything foreign. Antigens are viruses, bacteria, fungus, chemicals, toxins. They can even be food, as in the case when somebody's having an allergic reaction or if they have a food allergy. That is the simple, straightforward definition of the immune system. However, it is a very simplified explanation of a very complicated and intricate system. So what are the main parts of the immune system? Most people are familiar with white blood cells, maybe even antibodies. And for the purposes of this video today, that's what we're going to be focusing on, are the antibodies. Because antibodies are actually immunoglobulins, also known as IVIG. The immune system is made up of white blood cells, antibodies, the lymphatic system, the thymus, the bone marrow, the spleen, and the complement system. Can't forget the complement system. So antibodies help the body fight an infection or a microbe. A microbe is a living organism that is very tiny, can only be seen by a microscope. Technically, to be given membership into this very exclusive club, you need to be a living organism. Viruses are not. So when we're exposed to antigens or microbes, our body is triggered into launching an immune response. So our immune systems are so awesome that it keeps a running tally of every microbe or germ it's ever defeated. That's why vaccinations work. So if it comes back again, it remembers and it can defeat it all over again. So our antibodies or immunoglobulins essentially mark a foreign invader for destruction. So when someone's immune system isn't functioning properly, it can lead to all kinds of issues. It can lead to allergic reactions, hay fever, mold allergies, food allergies. Nowadays, we're all too common with all of these. It can also lead to autoimmune disorders such as lupus, myasthenia gravis, and multiple sclerosis, to name a few. There are a laundry list, unfortunately, of autoimmune disorders. So these autoimmune disorders can actually be because the body just isn't making enough immunoglobulins. And the other scenario is sometimes people have to take immunosuppressive drugs, such as in the case of chemotherapy. So we're intentionally suppressing the immune system, which sometimes we need to help the body bounce back and help it out. And this is where IVIG comes in, or intravenous immunoglobulin. The reason we give IVIG is to supplement the body's own production of it, or to replace. The body is actually tricked into not making more of its own, and it blocks some of the cells that are responsible for the inflammatory process. And nowadays, so many autoimmune disorders are more widely known. There are fundraisers for them. There are chat rooms and chat groups. There are support groups. And this is really an excellent thing because so many of these autoimmune disorders are truly destructive and life-altering. And this goes from children, little tiny kids with autoimmune disorders, to adults. I will link all of the support groups, such as the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation and the MS Foundation. If you want to look into supporting some of these causes, it is much appreciated. All of the spotlight we can put on these disorders never goes to waste. Raising awareness and funds for these foundations is is needed. It's much needed. So I highly encourage you at the end of this video, if you want to know more about these foundations, check them out, and maybe I'll see you on a future walk. So I hope this gave you a really good overview, a basic overview of the immune system, so it helps you to understand essentially what's going on here. And I'll see you in the next video about IVIG.